Hello, 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 my lovely gems, and welcome back to Gems Life Live. And we're gonna get into some things. Hello, hello, lovely gems, and welcome back to my channel. So, today we're going to be talking about Wendy Williams, the queen of daytime TV, and Kevinhunter going live. I got the receipts from Chronicle Speaks. That page has actually been following up with the Kevin Hunter and Wendy Williams and Sharina and the whole scandal from the beginning. Actually, from Chronicle Speaks was where I learned that Kevin's actual name is Calvin Hunter, not Kevin. So some people got it from Daytime Tea Time, but I actually got it from Chronicle Speaks. So shout out to them for the receipt. But yeah, Calvin did this huge live just the other day. Basically telling his side of the story of everything. It was really cringe. Some of it was just unbearable to listen to, but there was a few gems in there that I'd like to just talk about. So basically, he did talk about how Wendy and Kevin built this empire together. And it is true, he was around from the very beginning when she was on radio. I don't know if you know this, but Wendy was actually the queen of radio, talk radio in New York for some time until she started talking about Puff Daddy and the alleged rumors that he was GAY. Then they sent her to Philly. But she actually worked her butt off and became the queen of daytime television. So we all know that she's been gossiping and giving us the tea for a long time. And Calvin Hunter has been right beside her the whole entire time. Now, what struck me is that he says how he sacrificed to make his partner, which is Wendy Williams, be at the forefront and get her dreams. But then in a couple sentences later saying he kind of got thrusted in a producer's position and he had to learn a lot and roll with the punches. Well, that's because you basically made yourself be her manager and didn't know what you were doing, and you had to learn, and basically you weren't taking no for an answer to the studio, so you decided to produce this show with her. Now, what I will say is that when he left the show, Wendy seemed to take a downward spiral. And that's what we've been seeing in the past 2 years is Wendy kind of her health depleting. And of course, the divorce. And there's been alleged substance abuse going on for a long time. Apparently, Wendy likes that powder, but that's allegedly. Nothing's been confirmed. But anyway, Wendy now is going through a thing where her assets at the bank are seized and they're frozen because people are thinking she's having outside influences. And now Kevin is back in the picture, and her son, which they share together, I think it's Kevin Jr. or something. They want to make him like guarantor of her wealth and assets. But I guess Kevin is helping with that. So it's just a little odd. Everything's crazy. So he was just talking about this would never happen to Ellen DeGeneres. And a lot of Wendy Williams management is like making her like work herself basically to death. So he's saying basically if his son didn't say, I'm going to threaten to call the police if you guys don't go up there and do an actual wellness check. And that's really the only way that the medical staff was able to get to her in time. And she did, after 2 blood transfusions, he said, she did survive. So there's been a lot of medical stuff going on. And of course, Wendy's been private about it. So we haven't really been seeing it. She hasn't really been speaking out too much. So, but we do know that she wants her show back. And she's just going through a lot. So he basically was saying how they worked themselves to the bone for 10 years and now it's catching up to her. I just didn't like how he basically was talking about himself a lot and how much he sacrificed and basically getting with Sharina and having their daughter. That is a blessing. Yes, a baby is a blessing, but basically he wanted to have a family life more and wanted to make more family with Wendy, but because they were working all the time and she was working all the time, he couldn't do that. So he found Sharina. It was just kind of cringe. I feel really bad for Wendy because yeah, okay, you sacrificed, but she sacrificed also and she didn't go off and have another baby with somebody else. So anyway, his little boohoo sob story just wasn't moving me. But anyway, he did go on to say that she is now, they're back on better terms, and he was still helping her while they were going through the divorce, which a lot of us don't know about. We don't know about her rehab. We don't know about what she was going through medically. So he does have the up on us on that. I mean, he looked perfectly healthy. So it just goes to show she was doing all the work. She was a workhorse. She never missed a day, he said, in 10 years. And he only missed like 3, he said. But I mean, you weren't doing anything. It's not like you were on the show. So it's like, I don't know. He made it a lot about himself, saying he's building a legacy for himself and his children too. And I don't know. He was just really, I could tell the type of person he is. He's just really self-absorbed. So I hope Wendy gets better and we really want her back. So I hope you guys can leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Go listen to his live. It was pretty cringe. It's about an hour. But if you can get through it, there is a couple things in there that maybe we didn't know, and you can kind of put the pieces together yourself. So please subscribe, comment below, like the video, and share it as well. And I will be back with another video.